Yeah, we haven't seen you guys in a while, but we are back. We are back. Sorry for
Back
missing
at 'em.
yesterday. Had to do a show, and then Pedro was busy with his sex trafficking business, which is a very time-consuming business. And him and P Diddy, and
I actually don't even call it that. I just call it pimping. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
but and then also Drake called and said that he's going to do some tracks specifically for Pedro. So.
Y'all not gonna pull me down into this poetry beef.
Okay, yeah, okay, cool. Savage AF, we here for you. Yo, what's going on? I'm comedian Shane.
Black Pedro here at your
Like Pedro
service.
in the building.
Savage AF, man, forget your feelings. Facts matter. Listen, guys, we'll be cursing in about 3 minutes and 40 seconds. In that meantime, in between time, just know that we are here for you weekly. At this point, I'm just gonna say weekly. You know what I mean? Like
Because yeah, some things have
we,
changed.
yeah, we have some schedule changes. We're working it out. Don't worry, guys. But we're live on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram simultaneously.
Simultaneously. Oh, very good. I
So
mean,
if
the
you
way you said that was quite
step in
you're
time.
right, you're a good chap. Good chap.
Listen, if you ever miss us live, just know that it's your fault. Okay, I just gave you 3 avenues. Okay,
Yeah,
but
wait a minute. Wait, but let's start a different thing. One, look up top, okay? You deviates. Look up top and what's it say? Savage AF. But we got to put a dot, which I didn't realize when I did the graphic. I was like, okay, it's Savage A dot F. That's one. Tell them the other thing. Come on, shit.
well, no. Okay,
Good.
so first I was gonna say if you haven't if you ever miss us live, just know that our YouTube channel, which is scrolling at the bottom of the screen right now, is youtube.com/c/Savage World. All our shows are there. And then
Archive.
some of them are really degenerates, right? And so you've been kicked off of YouTube. And now Facebook is the only place where you can get your verbal smut.
Right.
Savage A dot F dot. Look
But
that on Facebook. Savage
but
A
if you're on
dot.
what is your you got your IG on?
I'm on my IG right now. I got
Everybody on IG, go
music.
to
I got
YouTube.
Mandatory
Yeah,
89.
go to YouTube right now. Stop playing. Go to YouTube, subscribe to the channel, and when you get there, click the little bell. Let me tell y'all again. If I tell y'all again, there's gonna be ramifications and repercussions for messing with my cornbread. Do you understand me?
Okay.
I think
And
we got
only
that.
some people gonna understand that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
And you know what? And if you don't subscribe to the channel, I hope this happens to all your children.
don't wish that on the kids,
I
man.
wish that on the kids.
No, wish that on the parents, not on the kids, man.
Whatever. They deserve it. They deserve it. The children deserve it.
I believe that they are future.
Teach,
Listen, man.
teach them well, and they become KKK.
Listen,
Yeah, the show. What we're gonna talk about today is. I'm not lying.
we're
There's
about
a
to get
lot
into
of
it.
yeah.
Listen,
There's a lot of KKK.
we're less than a
kids.
minute away from cursing. All right, so we're almost there. But before we get there, just know that above all else, before your KKK kids,
And that he's not stuttering. I know you think he's stuttering. He's not
no,
stuttering.
all to be
KKK is
kids before you
bastards.
anything. The most important thing in the world that we need to remember is our Instagrams. Okay,
Yeah, our Instagrams mean more than your children.
I'm Black Pedro at Black Pedro at Comedian Shane.
And on Threads, it's the same
Damn thing.
same goddamn thing, same goddamn thing, same goddamn channel. Listen, first off, okay, I gotta tell y'all something, okay. And okay, first I want to take this back. Pedro's not a pimp or a sex trafficker. He's a facilitator of opaque hoes. That's all.
I I have a
Is an affinity.
unique clientele that I don't ask questions about their business. They don't ask questions about mine.
Right. Now, I, on the other hand, I don't do that. But I do dance at fat farms and old folks' homes. I get big tips. I get big tips because I can move my moneymaker. I'm one of those guys who go, oh, if for a big guy, I didn't know you could move like that. And so I can move. And the ladies go, oh my God, it's Stay Puft. And I'm like, yeah, who wants some? And then all the ladies want to sleep with me. And I go, no, 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 no. Only one thing that can move me up the ladder. If you a hoe that can't move me up the ladder, what good are you? What do you bring to the table? Rest in peace, Kevin Samuels. Wow.
RPA Gourmet, y'all got her singing already, man. I'm gonna see you next week, girl. Can't wait. Yeah, man. Well, Shang, that's a good scouting report. When they're surprised that you can still move like that, get them with it, dog. Hit them with it. That's what it. Savage AF. Fuck your feelings. Facts matter. We cursing now, y'all.
Yeah. Oh, we at that point now. We at that point now. Well, I want to tell you, if you ain't, you got to start subscribing to the channel.
Oh, you motherfuckers. Okay. All right. I'm putting cases on all you bitches.
You understand?
The thing is, he didn't put cases on them bitches.
No, he didn't even get a chance to. I don't want him to ruin the plot for you. At the end,
spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert. He joins the African tribe. Wouldn't that have been a weird ending? Like,
it's a lion to East LA. Yeah, yeah.
He just start running the African tribe. All you tribal people, just telling them what to do. Also, one last thing before we get into the show, and because this show is making me angry, it makes me angry. There's things that make me angry. I'm upset. But coming soon to a screen near you, I want to make sure y'all know that Black Pedro, save the date. When we get the date, you'll know the date because there ain't a date right now. But Black Pedro's engaged. This is Black Pedro's comedy special. You want to make sure that you check it out when it comes out. Very funny dude to my left, or is it to my right? And I'm gonna tell you right now, worth the viewing. And the thing is, he's put a lot of time into his craft, and I appreciate the fact that you guys are going to support him. Because if you don't, you know what happens. What's that glass breaking in back of the house? Who's that coming in the house? And you know who it's going to be.
That's all. Just fair warning, right? That's fair warning.
But it's right there for you. And by the way, he's not marrying that girl. That girl is not the one. That's just a graphic.
That's my dream. That's my dream queen.
That's your dream queen?
Right over here. She's just quiet. That's all.
She's just quiet and doesn't move a lot.
Savage AF, man. Fuck your feelings. Facts matter. Black Pedro, comedian Shang. It is Thursday, May.
Well, we got to shout out the people on the feed. We got people on Compton's finest. Are you really Compton's finest? Are you really Compton's finest? So you think that Compton has the finest?
One of the finest.
Yeah, Compton got a bad rap though. Compton got a bad rap. There's parts of Compton that are way worse than they say. So,
and there's also ranches in Compton where people rap.
There's people there's a nice Compton's.
Maya Baker, Lady Hazel May.
She owned Stubbs. She owned
Breezy JJs. I see you, Ronnie Jones, RVA,
Carolina Boss.
In here, man.
Who used to be the Carolina
Boss? I did see that as well.
Carolina Boss used to be a temp. Carolina temp.
They're active today on the thread. Listen, if you're over on my IG, I see some people over there. Nice Cup of Joe, Ultra Flat Black Gallery. Just know that the YouTube channel is scrolling at the bottom of the screen. You can the community is tight and usually active and interactive.
Yeah, my YouTube channel won't go live. They won't go live because these motherfuckers trying to suppress me, and that's what it is. They won't let a black man say real shit. So every time I try to go live, they don't let me. All right?
Instagram, but they won't let it be niggergram.
Yeah, exactly. Olua Lakwa, motherfuckers. All right. So now that we've got that off our chest, Give
Sorry.
them the rundown on the run up of what we're going to talk about. All
Mm.
right, I wasn't going to do a Shangri because I just, yeah, all right, I'm going to throw it in there, but just start on the other stuff and I'll throw it in there. You can read it afterwards.
Well, you know, Savage AF, man, fuck your feelings, facts matter. It's Thursday, May 16, 2024, in the time-space continuum. Don't make me open a portal on that ass. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We are going to end with a Shangri. And you know what?
Almost close.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
No, just stick around. And no, you got to wait now. Yeah.
No. Wait, there it is.
Subscribe to done that. If you haven't, you ain't gonna wait for the grand finale.
You ain't gonna know how to do that one. You ain't gonna know how to do it. Ready? It's right there. My Shangri's right there.
Oh, I got your Shangri now.
Okay,
it goes, I got you. Nah, I see it. It's in the writing. Okay, it goes. The Shangri is race. Huh? What is it good for?
Oh wow! All right. I know if you. Yeah, you did it perfect. That's exactly what it was. Yeah, I thought there's no way he's gonna know this shit. I heard it on a movie. I heard it on a movie. I thought, where did I hear this from? And I was like, oh, but it ain't race.
It doesn't. It's not. But no, we'll get into it. We know
we'll get into, and you know what it is.
And some of us know what it is. What it is. What it is. Before that, Black Page will pop in today. I got one for you. We got T-7.
What?
Days that.
Yeah. For you and you.
I'm gonna let you know what's going on though.
You're gonna have your little whatever.
But before we get into that, we do have some more serious topics today. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna talk about a name, Say Hers, and not that she's not with us anymore, but a case we probably should talk about and consider. Marilyn Mosby. And if you don't know, you will. Stick around.
Now you know, nigga.
Before we get into that, though,
okay, I shouldn't
say what for you today as well. Yeah. Motherfucker, say what? And I know we got into some KKK stuff earlier, but Kemp kept crackering.
Crackalicious.
He was doing it, man. So let's talk about it. But before we get into that, speaking of crackering,
I'm sorry, I didn't get a lot of rest. I had to drive a long way, and then it was, I got in a car accident, and then the person that helped me out the car had herpes, gave me herpes. Yeah, and then after that, the police pulled up. I had a shootout with the police. After the shootout with the police, I got audited, which is crazy. And then after that, it was crazy. This is wild. I got in a fight with this pregnant woman, and then she beat my ass. And then after that, after that, Mike Tyson and me jumped Jake Paul, and it was a weird day. So take all that information and digest it if you can.
With entitled
sorry, hold on one sec.
Do you have the Kemp stuff? I have some.
I have some other stuff on it, but before we get into Kemp, and sorry, I'm gonna have to
just load it up on the thingy.
I'm gonna have to kind of bootleg this one in here because
you got to bootleg it again. What's so bootleg? I know people watch the show say y'all niggas ain't got it together when you can't just put the videos up on the goddamn screen.
Listen, we're just two Negroes here, and we pull videos.
Hey! Speak for yourself. There's one Negro here, and that, my friend, is me. All right. I know people looking on the video going, "Really, motherfucker." Why do people think that because you light skin, you ain't black? Is that because there's so many mixed people, so many white people and black people fucking that makes a whole bunch of people look like me? And both my parents is black, and my grandparents, even though I didn't like my grandmother, I hated that bitch, couldn't wait till she died. But still, wow, that came out fast. I didn't mean it. Okay, take it back. I can't take it back now. It's out there. I mean, seriously, she was a mean motherfucker. We had to go in the room, and she was laying in the bed, and she's mean, and she pinch us. I'm like, and I was like, bitch, I can't wait till you die. I was like,
No,
okay, okay, that was a little deep. Sorry.
yeah, no, yeah, I mean, we savage as fuck, but I mean, some of the stuff is like for therapy.
Oh, okay.
Not,
But she was mean. You don't got no mean like people in your family just mean. And she was old, so I couldn't punch her. I couldn't punch her because she was old, but she was a mean old hag. And every time, even when she was dying, she'd come near the bed and she would just pinch our skin. And I'd be like, "Oh, I just want to take a hammer and nail you into the coffin."
Yeah, no.
That's my father's mom's.
No,
Is that-
everybody's feelings should be recognized, and some of them should be supervised as well. If I were you, Shane, you might want to,
Talk about it to somebody.
yeah, get into those feelings in a professional space.
Why you saying it like that?
No, I mean,
I'm just saying, man.
my father wasn't the nicest guy on the planet, but other than that, yeah, I was raised with love and kindness.
Wait a minute, how we gonna get canceled? Me talking about my mean ass grandmother. Oh, dirty. She's an old dirty bitch.
Well, I think it was the desires to be violent.
I didn't know. I did want to beat her up, but I couldn't because she was old and she was real old. And
That's
I
not the
wanted to beat
only
her up.
reason that you shouldn't want to beat up your grandmother.
That should be.
Age, she's like she aged out before I took her ass. Like,
if that bitch was young,
if she was still thick like she was, then
woo, I'd have bust her up. Two to the body, one to the head. I'd have gave her.
Man, it's like there's a
All
lot
right.
of things to consider.
Okay, we're gonna get into information, but
Tree head.
I'd have gave her a plate of ham sandwiches. Are you kidding me? I hated that. I hated her. I hated her and my aunt Sissy. Both of them. My aunt Sissy didn't talk to me after her pops died. She didn't want to talk to me because she was like, "We want to have a funeral." And I said, "Pops don't want no funeral." And she said, "We're gonna have a funeral." I said, "Say the shit again, and you're gonna be in the bed next to the other bed in the hospital, bitch." And she didn't talk to me anymore until she died. So
Oh no. Well, at least you got to say goodbye.
today on Savage AF Therapy with Jay. Why am I thinking about this shit? Driving back, I was thinking about it. I hate these motherfuckers. I love some of my family, but most of them, they can eat a dick.
It's bringing up stuff for everybody. Breezy JJ's is like, my paternal grandmother would make us drink buttermilk. See, listen, they didn't know back then that things shouldn't be done. So, they gave baby cigarettes and used to beer as bath soap or whatever. Like, cocaine had vitamins at some point in their mind.
It's the dumbest thought process. People that were older, like than us, were the dumbest motherfuckers. I just went to the dentist. Here's some taffy. Okay, you dumb bitches. Really?
Yes, this would be a trigger warning for you bringing up shit for people, Shane. Now we looking back.
Now I'm gonna have to put it in my actors therapy.
Like, why did they have me riding a city bus at 7?
Yeah.
Not AM. I mean years old.
Yeah.
Why?
All right. Sorry. I'm sorry I got that on my chest, but we're gonna get this other shit off our chest.
All right, listen, man.
Wow.
But listen, man. Speaking of some wild shit, and this could have been a motherfucker say what as well. But
really.
Go back to Europe, man. And I know it's gonna sound like just like racist or whatever, but who gives a fuck?
Americans are petitioning online for a return to Europe. The reason? They say they feel unwelcome in their country.
White
the
South
online
African.
plea on change.org demands the EU grant the white population of South Africa automatic European citizenship. Rodrigo Haras de Campos, who comes from Brazil, launched the campaign in early June. He said that South African whites face unfavorable policies and individual anti-white aggressors. South Africa held its first elections for all races in 1994, ending apartheid and racist white regimes. Today, among the country's population of 53 million, 5 million are white. Most of their ancestors came from England and the Netherlands. The petition says it's, quote, morally obligatory that Europe should allow all white South Africans the right to return. They're basing their petition on the Israeli policy on the right of all Jews to return to Israel. Over 36,000 signatures have been collected so far. However, the petition isn't echoing well in Europe. A newspaper in the United Kingdom said Europe would be overrun with entitled white South Africans. It also said the influx of South Africans would endanger Europe's already sluggish economy.
Wow.
I mean, if this is like some kind of reverse America right now, where you have white South Africans, right? Which I'll be honest, man, was always a weird thing for me. You know,
I don't
I'm
like
not
them.
Musk. I'm not buying your Teslas.
Yeah, but look, why white South Africans are coming home?
But like, so obviously, you know, colonization, apartheid state, Nelson Mandela. If you don't know it, Google all of these things. But you know, South Africa is like a bastion of a white supremacist colony, right?
Absolutely.
And then
they learned that from America, actually.
yeah, and in the last most recent decades, that power shift has flipped, right? Like the black people there won their freedom back, and politically have taken power. So it's just really, really interesting to see this kind of flip globally in a situation where now there are white people who are like, we are being treated unfairly because of the color of our skin.
Also,
only difference is they're only 10% of the population.
Not only are they 10% of the population, but this is the other thing. So far, you say it's a movement. They say it's a movement. 36,000. That's not enough for me to go. Yeah, you deserve to go back to where you come from. But the thing is,
but that's them petitioning. So this is what's interesting, right? So now these white people who have wanted to and have run South Africa for the majority of its history into post-colonization, are now asking Europe or demanding that Europe take them back, right? Because they're not being treated fairly in the place where we're colonizing. There's like, they won't slave anymore. Right? So, and the Europeans are saying, yeah, but y'all are broke and we ain't really got no economy.
We ain't got no. Actually, I just got this in. This is some breaking news right here. This is actually from the people in Europe to the people of South Africa. I'm going to read it for you. I don't want you guys to think this is just off the presses. It says, white South Africans eat a dick. That is pretty to the point.
Yeah, I mean, they're you know, and it's like it's like white entitlement imposing itself on itself, like it's eating itself, like it's like an autoimmune disease, whatever. Like this is like the lupus of whiteness, right?
It's crazy, man.
Like,
the white cells are fighting with the white cells.
Yeah, they're like, you left us behind here with all these Negroes, and now we're surrounded, and somebody come get us, please. Yeah,
but you know what? The black people have shown, the Africans in Africa have shown more restraint than I could ever have, because that fact they didn't kill everybody, the way they were treated for decades, and didn't kill all these white people and do all of this bad stuff to white people and still tried to embrace them. If you look at a lot of their gatherings, they treat them with respect and kindness, and still white people still feel like, oh, well, you know what? I'm still above you, you kafa. You kafa. You're nothing but a kafa.
Breezy JJ says the snake that eats itself. I mean, that's just what it sounds like to me. You know what I mean? It's like, wait, you're now demanding that white land, aka Europe, takes you back because the colony, you stayed back in the colony to try and colonize the.
Well, if that's the case, it should happen in Australia too, because in Australia they came there and the Aborigines were, treated like shit. And all over the world, if that's the case, in America, a lot of you snow heathens and you milk monkeys should get on a plane and go back to Europe. If we're gonna do it, let's do it across the board, and then let it be filled with Europe and filled with disease and a whole bunch of stuff.
I think that's an important thing to make, though, because these South Africans are recognizing that, hey, man,
this shit is rough.
No, and also we're not from here, right? That's
Yeah,
what this is
flat
saying.
out.
You know what? This ain't my neighborhood. Actually, Europe is where I should be.
I mean, I
And
really,
they Europe come get us because we ain't supposed to be here because this thing is here, right? So it's like within that, any white American who want to complain about this country, it's like, or the presence of immigrants or minorities or whatever, it's like, hey, bro, you not from here. Like white people, white Americans, you're not from
you're
here.
not here. You're European,
Where you born?
but
Cool. Yeah, I'm from Detroit, but like
okay,
Detroit didn't make me look like this, or you know what I'm
right.
saying?
It's
Like
not you're
it's
from Detroit, but you're not the
right.
race called Detroit. You're not. There's no race. Well, there might be a race called Detroit. I'd have
I
been
mean, we're
around.
Detroiters, yeah, for sure.
Okay, and I don't know. They're called
You're a
they're called
breed. You're a different breed.
yeah. The Detroit race is called the What Up Does. I don't know if you know that.
Breed is from Flint, by the way.
Yeah. Okay, but at the end of the day, these white people feeling the heat of what was given to black Africans for all this time. I have no empathy. I don't care. And if you don't get to go back to Europe, and if Europe does do this under some kind of pressure, then use a bitch too. You can't handle it when somebody treats you that way, but you treated us that way, or not us, because you treated Africans that way for centuries. Is it centuries or decades? Centuries.
Centuries.
Centuries. So I want to ask white people, when you call other races slave, if there's any white people watching this on YouTube,
Hey, white people.
hey, white people, I got a question for you.
This question's for you. Wake up.
Hey, stop it. Hey, quit crying. Quit crying, bitch. Listen.
Put that Negro down and listen to me.
Yeah. So you're so upset about us and saying that right-wing people, or even other white people that are sensitive to racial discrimination, that they're snowflakes. Who's the biggest snowflake out of all? If you look at the right wing in America, how they complain about race getting ahead and they're getting set asides and stuff, and in actuality, they're getting what they deserved before, and you had a push from white privilege. So Africans, uh, quote unquote, white Africans who are really from Europe, what's your problem? You can't take the heat? Quit being a bitch. Just take this segregation and subrogation and deal with it.
Yeah. Like it's reparations, right?
Yeah.
Like you want you want to see them subjugated?
Yeah, absolutely.
Like,
What? Oh,
take one for the team.
Pedro acts like he don't have that skeevy hatred in his heart. And I'm not saying that I don't have hatred.
I go to sleep.
I don't have hate. Yeah, you go to sleep with them and then you wake up with them. The fact is they can't handle the heat. But black people in America has handled to a point the heat of racism, systematic racism, and Africans have handled apartheid. We act like the shit didn't exist. That's why America likes to erase history. And in Africa, it's like the Africans remember the shit you did. I know what you did, white boy.
Well, it's still there. You know what I mean? Like it's like so America is a colony, right? It was a British colony,
right?
But they subjugated a native population of indigenous people who were here, right?
And tried to kill them. It's the Trail of Tears. If you read about that, you can look it up. You think I'm making it up? It's not a bunch of people crying on the highway. The Trail of Tears, where they were giving the Indian American Native Americans blankets that were filled with was it smallpox?
Yes, smallpox, maybe
smallpox and disease to purposely try to eradicate them.
Yeah, diseased blankets.
Disease blankets to make them sick so they could die away.
LG said smallpox. There we go.
Was it smallpox? That you got to think about that. Okay, when I see some of the stuff that's going on politically, when I hear some of the stuff that's going on racially right now, who is the people that have, now don't get me wrong, black people have done crazy evil shit. Who has done the most evil shit across the globe? And that's why when I ask you God-fearing people, if there's a God, why would he keep making these people this inherently evil? Just a question for you people in the feed.
Well, it's not even inherent. And over on
It isn't. You don't think so?
Roxanne, D Burdette, Carlton Sailor, D Burdette. What's up, baby? No, I mean, so the what has become inherent, because we see it in kids all the time, right? We see these videos, little black child, little white child, they hug each other, they're like, hey, we love each other, right? And you got to teach these kids to hate each other based on the way they look, right? Like we have to teach kids that, or they won't understand racism, right? And right, like literally, right? And
Yeah, but
sarcastic, but like it's a construct, a social construct and a mental construct of white supremacy that has become an inherent sociology, right?
Well,
Like,
no, I see what you're saying.
The way the world functions now is based on this false ideology of white
supremacy,
right? That white people are inherently, those who hail from Europe are inherently smarter, more industrious.
When they're actually the most high, the thing they're good at is racism and actually, from the Vikings where they come take shit over, but they're more adapted. Shit like stealing ideas and running with them, they steal ideas, they steal. Okay, Friends, come on, living single, eat a dick. You know what I'm talking about, people. Come on, come on.
You kept it a little bit more contemporary. Okay.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I mean,
I thought you were going back to like Greece, stealing from.
No. I mean, all your swag, all the shit that you do, that that you took, and then you become big. Elvis, and we can keep going on. Justin Timberlake, and what's the little motherfucker that Usher put out that I want to punch in the face?
I don't want to.
Hey, who's the little white boy that Usher put out and made him huge?
Justin Bieber?
Justin Bieber, yeah, Justin Bieber, and shit like that. But what you were saying is, you're saying it's not inherent. I say it's inherent because why does it keep getting passed down? It keeps getting passed down, so it's inherently part of their nature to do that. And people will say, you're being a bigot. Absolutely. If you think I'm being a bigot because of the stuff that's been put on me that I don't wake up in the morning and ask for, I wake up in the morning and try to achieve and do good shit. And I got this always on my back. Also, little kids learn that. I saw a video. The guy said, I'll give you anything you want if you tell me a secret that your mother doesn't know. He says, I say the N-word with the hard R. I'm like, this is a little kid. So they're learning it from somebody, and they ain't learning from black people. Ain't black people saying, hey man, treat me as bad as possible, little boy. No, it's fucking you, bitch. Get out the way.
So just like the name of the show, Savage as Fuck.
That's a little savage.
Our deserter who left for Belize and left all of us Negroes behind.
Yeah, I am so disgusted with the fact that you left.
Anyways, she said she not only answered your question about who Usher Justin, but she said the boy he used to SA.
What?
Is that a claim? Is that a thing that happened?
Yeah, I didn't know that one. I know that they say the stuff about Diddy, but I get it. Okay, but
allergic to rumors.
Even if Usher did do that, it's called payback. That's what I call it. If he essayed Justin Bieber, well, you're a multi-millionaire. Take this Usher dick. How about that? I don't have no empathy. You know what? Because in these comedy streets, I'm gonna tell you what it is, and I'm gonna use Pedro as an example. And I don't care if Pedro don't like it or not. It's gonna go down. Don't you go nowhere. There's no crying in baseball. Listen, the thing is, Pedro, and I'm not saying this because Pedro, I know Pedro. I don't really know Pedro, because this is a dark side that this nigga wanted to hit people with his car. So there's other shit about him that he do.
He hit my car first. He did. He slapped my car.
No, but that's not. He hit your car with his hand. You wanted to hit him with your car.
I wanted to hit his hand with my car. Yeah.
But you wanted to hit his body with the car. That's the same shit.
The hand is part of the body.
Okay, that makes sense. But the point is, when you see Black comics that are regulars, and I think I got through because of sheer hustle, and people know I hustle and I grind. But I got through, and for some reason, a lot of black comics were not regulars or didn't get regular spots, or they host. I don't know if you people know the Comedy Game. You end up hosting at shows for features that you're better than. And I'm not saying comedy's subjective, but I'm saying pound for pound, audible laughs. I used to see Pedro host. I think the first time I saw you, were hosting. And I would say, this dude is stronger than the guy that they're bringing up. Why wouldn't this business flip it and put this person in this position? That is what I mean. We have to constantly prove ourselves and constantly do that in the face of being, you talk about superior to a lot of our cohorts.
And I was, I've never been to the island or the mansion or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, I was never around all of the, I didn't do the networking like that.
I know, but still, there's got to be a certain reward for just
be the club guy, and then
but just as a reward for skills. And if I'm seeing you up there ripping, and I've seen Pedro, I've seen him.
If the right person doesn't see you on the right night, it's not like the whole club gonna be like, "Did you see Pedro on Thursday?" No,
but I'll say it on here. And anybody if you ever see Pedro at the Chateau Comedy Club, I don't give a fuck, Felix. You know for a fact he by far is not only the strongest host, but stronger than 98% of the comics that come through there. I'm gonna give Jimmy Brogan the props because that motherfucker is consistent. He's crazy consistent. But what I'm saying is we deal with that. So when I hear white people saying they want to go back to Europe because they should be welcome back, I go, who the fuck are you? Who the fuck are you? Like if the Europeans already told you, no, you're gonna fuck up our economy. You're a bunch of dirty bastards. We know you're gonna be coming. And they said, oh, a bunch of privileged white South Africans gonna walk in like, no, but you kneel for us, you Kaffir love us, you Kaffir love us, you love the Kaffir.
Yeah,
they just need to be decaffeinated.
I see what you did, man.
Nobody knows what I'm talking about.
You
do, but they don't. Nobody in the feed knows where that's from. Shut your mouth, people.
All right, listen, we're gonna keep it pushing, y'all. Savage.
Oh, we got some other shit for you.
Because we got speaking of K words, we got our own own to deal with over here on this side of the ocean. That being said, we often ask hard-hitting questions on this show, and the hardest hitting question that we have ever asked always sounds like this.
Motherfucker say what? Yeah. Motherfucker say what? Say yeah, yeah, yeah.
Nobody smacked me.
Yeah, boy. You guys are friends, right? Play poker.
Oh yeah. I hang out with him all the time.
Yeah, Brian.
Last time I saw him, we was on Epstein's Island. You know what I'm saying? By the way, all the people that were joking with me online, I love it. The fact I was joking one time on somebody's live, I said, man, that trip back from Epstein's Island, boy. And I was joking. And these motherfuckers took it and ran with it. It's hilarious. The fact that y'all keep asking me in my DMs, did you really go to Epstein's Island? No, motherfuckers. That's dumb. I was with Diddy.
Hello.
Come on, man. Get your shit together.
Different things, dog.
Two different things. We was at Diddy's and I was watching him just bring R&B singers that wanted to make it and just fuck them. And I was like, I don't want to watch this shit. Then I went in the other room. I was like, oh, man, I can't take this shit no more.
And then you go to the other room. You're like, is that a moose? And
the moose was in line next. It was crazy.
Hell no, nigga. Because there's only certain animals you can have in your house,
right?
And
by the way,
it's some sort of, I think, code violation, and you got to check with the HOA. But I think
HOA.
Yeah.
But you know what? This is a little fun fact. I was doing the research because I put a thing out and I want to talk about this on the show maybe tomorrow.
Mm.
And would a woman prefer to be in the woods with a bear than a man? And more women said a bear. So it's been a thing that's trending.
Well,
And then I
ladies,
looked it up, which was the most violent animals and have killed the most people. Guess which animal killed the most people in the woods? It been these mises.
listen,
These moose kill more people than bears.
I think that's going to be a specific problem for a specific set of people, and we'll talk about it tomorrow because niggas ain't in the woods like that. You ain't got to worry.
Oh no, but I got right now. I don't know how many thousands of people that just hit me up, and women, and somebody said on LinkedIn said, "Shang, you got to be smarter than that, man. It makes complete sense for a woman to be more afraid of a man than a grizzly bear." I'm like, okay, bitch, we gonna talk about that though. I got the video, and I'm gonna show it to you tomorrow.
Yeah, no, tomorrow we got a little preview for
but
you.
But today, Kemp,
right now, Brian Kemp, governor of Georgia.
Georgia.
We're seeing that he they're doing the and this is why this goes back to the full argument of why we have to vote, right?
And why we have to monitor these racist cheating cunts.
No, because they do. We have the video on this thing.
Yes, we do. You can watch this. It's 46 seconds of total fuckery.
The Democrats are working hard, registering all these minority voters, and if they can do that, they can win these elections in November.
There's no law in Georgia that requires the Secretary of State to process voter registration forms on a particular timeline.
Kemp withheld putting the names of thousands on the voter registration list until after the election.
80% were African Americans, Latinos, and Asian Americans.
Civil rights leaders say Kemp is illegally removing people from Georgia's voters list.
Republican Brian Kemp has already gotten the backing of our current president.
Thousands are purged from Georgia's voting rolls.
Purged from Georgia's voting rolls. 890. They had no idea they could vote.
Over who's been removed from the voter.
There has been instance after instance of unlawful voter purging. States are removing voters, many of whom have actually been found to have been eligible but were unlawfully removed from the rolls.
Me no fuck with the fuckery.
Bullshit.
Listen,
me go push their face in,
But this is the thing, right? Sorry, I didn't mean to bring the Bushman out of it.
You started it, boy.
know what I did.
Boy, why you do? Why you do?
This is I think proof above all else is that they will actively work so hard and do these obvious things to literally just keep people's names off the voter registration so that they cannot participate in the process. So again, I just use this to highlight for any black person is like, well, I ain't voting because the Democrats ain't doing it. It's like, listen, you not participating
is making them win.
Your worst enemy wants you to do.
And by the way, if you don't participate in the goddamn election because you think, oh man, they don't give a fuck about us, you're not Ice Cube in fucking the movie. Like they don't know or they don't show or they don't care about the hood. Shut your ass up and get out there and vote. Or
God damn.
By the way, one of the most brutal fucking beatdowns in a movie ever.
He got tiger clawed.
He got tiger clawed and still beat this motherfucker's ass. And y'all too young to know what that movie's from, but it don't matter. Y'all don't even know who that person is. It's okay.
Yep.
I'm surprised when I've been trying to stump Pedro. He has been, I'm keeping real. He's been 9 for 9.
I'm highly referenced though.
I know, but I thought there's some shit he wasn't going. You'll be like, the fuck are you talking about? Yeah.
Okay. And over
oh,
on
shit, they already hit me up saying I'm wrong.
Betty Boop Fatima has jumped in. Josh Breeze comedy. What's up with you? Lokes Hope. I see you.
Okay, anybody over on your IG? I can't get on my IG, but I'm gonna say You don't see that what he's trying to do, and that's why Stacey Abrams was so like adamant about some of the shit that was going down in Georgia, that they're trying to do this. You're gonna think Marjorie Taylor Greene won uncontested, but if you wouldn't have tried to purge people from the voter rolls and gerrymandering, you would have lost. Okay, so if you're so superior, Caucasoids from the Caucasoid Mountains, and I'm not making that up, that's where the Caucasoids are from, the Caucasians. If you're not so afraid, go election head up and up, and if you win, kudos to you. But if not, if you cheat in the whole way with gerrymandering, trying to limit people from voting, voter suppression, voter threats. There was in black neighborhoods, they had white militias go down there and scare older black people, and the older black people were justifiably scared and wouldn't vote. Then, or trying to turn over the voter boxes, you know, those boxes. They caught 4 different white nationalists. I'm sorry, white Christian nationalists, which is basically
don't leave the Lord out.
Yeah, I'm sorry. That was what organizations that were trying to uproot these things. Now these things are bolted into the ground, and the fucking surprise that the police caught them.
Well, there you go. Cardi B, I'm sorry, Me says Cardi B just came out and says she's not going to vote.
Well, she's a bitch.
Aren't stupid enough to follow her. And, you know,
you know who else? Dwayne The Rock Johnson said he can't say who it is. If you can't say who you're down for, and there's a difference between, he doesn't want to lose his fan base because they're all a bunch of redneck fucking cucks, all of them, a lot of them, okay, in the wrestling organization, they're a bunch of dumb cucks. He doesn't want to say it, and Romney just came out and said he doesn't want to say who he's gonna vote for, he's not gonna vote for, and not come out against people who are just wrong. Come out against wrong. Don't come out against, you know, wow, I like blue. Well, I like green. Kendrick, Drake. No, motherfucker did wrong. Period. The end. Trump is a fucking criminal. Trump is a rapist. Trump is a tax fraud fucking king. And you can't make a decision of who's right and who's wrong. Biden's a funny daddy, but come on, eat a dick.
There's no middle right now.
There's no middle. But the people that's not gonna vote, Cardi B, who gives a fuck? Twerk your ass off a bridge, bitch. Sorry. I like you, Cardi. I apologize. Can I ask you?
Carolina Boss says Cardi B cut her name short because she can't spell the rest of it. That's why she's not voting. She never voted. Come on, man.
Come on. No, I didn't mean to say that about Cardi B. Now, would you hit Cardi B? Absolutely.
You know what? Honestly, me, that's a little bit too made up of a woman. You know what I mean? Like, I like the long nails and all of the hair, all of that.
Oh, you just don't fuck her near a fireplace. That's all.
Yeah.
Because if she start bubbling,
you know, it's just like, it's not like I'm scared I'm gonna wake up next to, you know, a camel or a motherfucking, you know, wildemoose.
Wow.
Like,
wow,
you know,
are there wildemoose? Because those are sound even more dangerous.
Like a were donkey or some shit like that. It's like when it's like that made up, I'm like,
I seen her with all her shit off.
Do you look like a nigga named Fred?
You are absolutely off base here. I've seen Cardi B stripped down before she had the ass, the extra ass and the extra titties and all of that other stuff. She was fucking bad.
Well, Sexy Puerto Rican says she sounds like she has Down syndrome when she talks or raps. Now, see, we got to support those communities, though. Sexy Puerto Rican. You can't just, like, if you think she's special like that, then let's clap for her. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, why are you clapping with just the palms? That's what I want to know. You ain't going to incorporate your hand? Okay.
That's how you special.
No, but you know what happens with dumb people who are followers? And there's a lot of people who are fucking followers, sycophants or whatever the fuck you call it. Just like all of the politicians that were going to the trial just so Trump could see him wearing a red tie. You cucks, all of you, your whole family should have been embarrassed by you. Vivek, you fucking cuck.
Oh man,
he's Oh my God, man! I'm
Yes,
surprised you
yes,
just staple the boot to your tongue so you don't got to keep licking. The thing is, a lot of people do listen to these Cardi B's and the stuff, but in Georgia specifically, to bring it back to it, if you look at what Georgia Kemp has been doing in Georgia, which he did before when he ran against Stacey Abrams, when he did before in situations before, the Supreme Court, which ain't gonna do it because they're down for that type of shit. We need somebody to go down there and really speak out on this shit that he's doing. You're purging specifically this racist fucking shit he's doing. You're purging specifically black and brown people. And then you find out those people could vote, but by that time, they're already kicked off the polls.
Well, he put them on, but after the vote, you know what I mean? After the fact. Right?
Yeah, but then you can't. I said, but it's too late, right?
Yeah, and the one sister that's in there, did say that there's no law that says he has to do it in any sort of timely manner.
And we need to make a law. We need to stop. The Democrats are such bitches. Oh my God. Knuckle up. Don't you see what the fuck they doing? They trying to get this orange cunt stick back in office because you won't knuckle up and be like, hey, bitch, get off. Hey, man, that's my sandwich. Get off my sandwich. And we keep letting them just take bites out of the sandwich. They go, what? What are you mad about?
The good ass sandwich.
It was my sandwich. And then we just sit by and go, hey, man. In fact, I saw something on the MSNBC, which made me mad. Is that the whataboutism, but also the two sidesism. Go, yeah, you know what? Trump raped a woman, but Biden, you saw what he did with fucking, about the kids getting their whole thing out there at the colleges, which is it's not even the fucking same shit. It's not the same shit.
It's like he has sexually assaulted women's.
Oh, and there's more women that came out. But this is the wild thing about women, and I want the women to know this. And if you're women and you watch the show, you can get mad or be like, Shang, that's out of line.
Uh-oh.
If you women keep supporting a motherfucker that does this pertaining to women, and his excuse was, well, I didn't use my dick. I just used my fingers. That's not the same as SA. Oh my God. And if you're a woman and you support this motherfucker, guess what? If somebody SAs you, shut the fuck up. Don't say nothing. Because you condone this shit. And how do you back a person that does this shit? And he used to come in he owned the beauty pageants, and he would come backstage while the women were getting dressed. This is the same dude said.
And he would come backstage.
And then he
come backstage.
That was huge. And then he also he said on a show that if it wasn't his daughter, who was really young then, he would be dating her. You don't see the creepazoid here, and you still down for it, and you're a woman, or women that be like, yeah, he beats me up every week, but I still love him. Maybe you deserve to be beat up, or maybe you should learn defense.
Wow, go on.
What do you mean, wow, come on? Oh, Pedro, your woman beat your ass twice. You gonna let her get a third? Fuck no.
The second one is on me.
Yeah, exactly. So if you put a person if you put a person in office, after she beat your ass, if you put a person in office that is like this, you can't complain when women's rights get stripped. You can't complain when a lot of the what women want to move forward, but you put in a regressive orange troglodyte like him in office. So I don't want to hear shit. And the people in Georgia that are black that don't want to vote, you're a cuck too.
Yeah, don't be a cuck, dude. Don't do that. Carolina, speaking of cucks, Carolina asked a question about two of them. He said, who is worse, Kemp or Tim Scott? Lordy.
Kemp by far.
Well, you know what? Here's the thing, right? They could be equally shitty, right?
Yeah. So you're saying equal shittiness?
I mean, so Brian Kemp is the governor of a state that is, a swing state at this point, rolling in a sort of purple realm. And Tim Scott is a coon. And so you have Kemp, who has this control over or governorship, literally over this critical state. Obviously has the power and the influence to affect specifically Black and Latino and Asian voters and vote counts, essentially. And then Tim Scott is a coon.
Well, I mean, which one affects things more? I'd say Tim Scott.
Well,
I mean, not Tim Scott. I mean, Tim.
So to be more critical, Tim Scott is a senator, which makes him one of the single most powerful people in the country, literally, just by the size of the body and the functionality of it. He's the only Black senator in Congress at this time.
On the Republican side, right?
Republican side, sorry, only Black Republican senator.
Yeah, Republicans, yeah.
That's what I meant to say.
So Tim Scott, you're saying he's a coon?
Who's the Black Democratic senator? I don't think there is one. Who? Because Kamala got replaced with Padilla, right?
So you're saying that Tim Scott's a coon, right?
Yeah. Back to the subject at hand. Yes.
Wait a minute. No. I think there are more Democrats that are people of color. Okay. Wow. People are in the feed going.
Well, so Carolina Boss says he thinks it's Tim because you can expect that from Kemp. Tim, you don't know what the fuck is coming next. But so that's why I threw the coon thing out there, Carolina Boss, because once you understand what a coon ass, ham bone, spoon licking, shine time, toe stepping, tap dancing, hammy, Sammy Day.
Ham bone, have you heard?
Then you can know what to expect from them, right? Like the hobby fobby day, like the mush mouth ass nigga that he is.
Well, yeah, but
you understand that it's just mush coming out of his mouth. So
well, I mean,
that's why I argue that they're equally work. Because
they're not equal. No,
I know what a cracker is. I know what a coon is. A dark skinned cracker. Is a nigga that think he a cracker, like they said on the.
Well, no, I think Tim's
either cracker or a nigga that think he a cracker.
Everybody in the feed, including Pedro. No. All right, now I agree with you. Tim Scott, ham bone. Have you heard? Everybody got to give Tim Scott the bird.
You doing that kick dance?
Yeah. Come on, Trump. I'm dancing for you. But no.
I just know you.
Oh, my God. That was one of the most embarrassing things. But I say Tim Scott, is not as bad as Kemp because Kemp he is using his power to affect the election. Whereas Tim Scott just wants to find out how warm Trump's butt cheeks feel on his face.
He's like, smell like breakfast.
No, I'm saying. Wait, I walk in, my son won't stop talking to me. Oh, well, your son.
You done missed it. We were talking. We got into in the midst of a Brian Kemp trying to suppress Black votes and Latino and Asian votes in Georgia. Or not even trying, but actually doing it.
Yeah, I know. Wait, he is doing it.
Carolina Boss asked, Sean Stubbs, thank you. Cory Booker is a black senator on the Democrat.
But there's more than Cory Booker. I know that in
not Senate. Senate is hard, bro. That's what I'm saying. They're like singularly more powerful than any given representative in the House. But to Lady Hazel May, we Carolina Boss asked who was worse, Tim Scott or Brian Kemp, and I think we're leaning right. We're leaning in the coon direction of Tim Scott. His coonery, I think, for us at least as a community, is more offensive than what an obvious cracker like Brian Kemp might.
Yeah. I never liked this nigga. Never. I never liked this nigga. I mean, I just feel like, honestly, I think that Kemp is more of a danger because we know some of his policies. We know some of the way he thinks pertaining to people of color in Georgia, which is a pretty good population of Black and brown people in Georgia. And Georgia's always had a history. Indianapolis and Georgia, not only pertaining to the Klan, and y'all can do the research. I mean, there's a huge white supremacy movement in Georgia that is growing and has been there since birth. You know what I'm saying? Like right now, and if you look at, believe it or not, Indianapolis and Indiana, there's a lot more showings. Also, I forgot Nashville, Tennessee, where Klansmen were openly marching down the street. Couldn't really say anything because it is their right to speak whatever, vomit they want to vomit. But I'm just telling you, that's why I think Tim Scott is I'm just happy to be here, boss.
Good there for y'all tonight. Wrote a song like to hear. Here go.
Yeah.
Carolina Boss says Sean Stubbs, all Cory Booker does is cry. Now I listen, Carolina Boss. I can't let you.
I agree.
No, I think Cory Booker.
Cory Booker, for him to be from, I think, Jersey, he got so much
former mayor of Newark.
Right. So much bitch in him. So much.
No, you can't become mayor of Newark as a black man.
Yes, you can.
Bitching you, dog. Like,
it's Newark. Why are you crying? Man, yo, stand up. Like, don't get me wrong. There's things I want to cry about right now, but I don't because I got to get shit done. Stop crying, motherfucker. Here's a tissue. Here's a tissue, bitch.
Treehead says the white supremacy movement is growing worldwide. I would agree with the slight adjustment and just say I think the expression of it is what's growing. But
good point.
The establishment, the network, the infrastructure has been about that since a sort of what we might consider a modernized, industrialized world, right? Like,
right.
So,
and you know who's helping them? The coons.
They over there talking about freedom, boss. They talking about freedom. I just love you.
Never liked
but okay, so
never liked you.
Just wanted to keep you guys. We'll keep it moving. Want to keep you guys posted on the importance of voting because there are these. So
and I'm gonna keep it real. I'm not gonna sit on the fence like Dwayne the Rock Johnson or what's his name?
No sense.
Romney. Yeah, stop it. I'm voting blue. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. I will rather have a befuddled fuddy-duddy than an evil, satanic demon seed of epic, horrible proportions.
Yeah. Okay, so speaking of horribly or epically horrible proportions, we'll get into a topic, a woman named Marilyn Mosby in her early 40s, state's attorney in Maryland, or for Baltimore, actually, more specifically.
Well, Maryland, yes, yeah.
Yeah, but specifically for Baltimore, who was recently I mean, I haven't dug deeply into this. I've seen some videos about it. I read an article or so, but so I'm really not sure of the specifics on it in terms of like, whether she actually did something wrong or is just being prosecuted for it and convicted for it when everybody else does it as well. Either way, the reality is she's a black woman, a prosecutor, who is having her livelihood potentially taken away and her whole life, facing a potential 40 years in jail for allegedly withdrawing $90,000 from her own either retirement fund or life insurance policy or something like that. But like, it's her money. That's not the dispute. But either way, I'm like, is this the shit that just white people must do all the time? Like, why are y'all fucking with this sister, right?
Because they were targeted. They had targeted her before. So this is not like, it was like they were looking for something that they could use on her. And from the articles I read, Pedro, that's what they got her for.
And it's mainly because she is critical and has been fighting for reform within the justice system, the very one that she works for, right? Like,
right. She spoke out against Milwaukee. She spoke out against when the El Paso shit went down initially. Not this latest one. There was another shooting, and they let this guy tiptoe his ass out, and the motherfucker killed 3 other people. And a black man had a gun on him, told the cop he had a gun. Not only he didn't die, shot him. And even though it's legal to carry a gun, you're allowed to have it at the time. And so it's just they targeted her. She's targeted.
Oh shit! And you know, one of the things that put a target on her back, she was the woman who decided to prosecute the 6 officers in the Freddie Gray killing.
Yeah,
they handcuffed a young child, to be honest, a black child, and tossed him around by driving violently through the city. While he was not, shackled to anything, and he, fucking broke his fucking neck. So yeah, she, once she decided to actually prosecute police officers, white police officers especially, and
was targeted.
Those were white, but yeah, that's gonna put a bullseye on her back.
So,
and she is that. She's like, more progressive in that sense. As far as prosecutors go, right? Like at some point, black, white, whatever, you work for the state, you have a power to bring and an obligation and a duty to bring cases that you believe you can prove. But so often we see prosecutors that are not willing to or even work in conjunction with the police department to cover up obvious crimes,
right,
in order to avoid prosecuting police officers. So again, as a prosecutor, when she does that,
well, no, as soon as she did the Gray case, which a lot of people were like, they basically were like, you got to let this slide. They're too powerful with the police organizations. And she was like, no, bitch. And so because of that, a lot of people, when you get signs that on your door that says uppity nigger, and who do you think you are type shit, you're going to get targeted. What I was reading about it is, would Biden give her a pardon on this, because this is obviously a targeted attack, and there has been other black prosecutors, black DAs that have been targeted. Right now, what's the brother out of New York? He's got to have more security. He got the stormtrooper. Bragg has to have literal stormtroopers around him. No, I mean, because he's
not the Empire. He needs Jedi.
He needs Jedis. Yeah, because this is real shit. Because he's gotten so many death threats. The only person that got more death threats than him, than him in this case, was the judge. They said the judge has got the most death threats, and because of the way he's treating Trump, making him sit in the
court shit.
In the court, and it's cold, and he, and because he already violated again, since he'd been told 10 times, he was sitting there going through stuff, writing stuff out for he wanted people to say outside, and about the judge, about his daughter, about the case itself, where the judge said, "Fuck you, bitch, you can't do that." He did it anyway, and this is how insecure this orange cunt stick is. One of the reporters said he looked over his shoulders and he was reading through clips that were complimentary of himself.
Yeah, no, he has people. There's a printer lady. I think that was Hope Hicks. I think one of her nicknames was Printer Lady. Like she carried a printer to keep printing out positive articles about him so that he could read them and be like, me
and feel good, right? But I mean, the bottom line is all of these death threats, all of this stuff that's going on, and I'm not surprised by it. I've gotten death threats. I've gotten people say wild shit. I showed it on the show once where they're like, "Yeah, if Biden wins, there's gonna be a lot of dead liberals." Like crazy shit in my inbox, and I know we were gonna be working Sunday and shit like that. And my dumb ass, instead of just saying, "Hey man,
I'll put you on the guest list, nigga."
Yeah, I'll be there at 8. What time you gonna
need
be?
A +1.
Yeah. And
No,
you know what I'm
did-
gonna do? You
what
know what I'm
did
gonna
you
do?
really say?
When I get there, I'm gonna hand you a plate of hand sandwiches, nigga. Fuck out of here, man.
Chicken fingers on me, nigga.
Yeah, and I'm gonna give you some knuckle bundle on the side, motherfucker. I mean, hey, you know what? I've had people heckle me. I had the one dude, and he wasn't black. I mean, he wasn't white. He was Hawaiian. I was on stage at the Laugh Factory in Long Beach, and this big Hawaiian dude started walking towards the stage, and the security had to grab him because he's like, "Brother, you can't talk about Trump like that. You can't talk about Trump like that, brother." Yeah. And I said, "Hey, first off,
Really, that
Moana."
nigga had on flip flops.
Yeah, 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 and shorts, of course. I said, "Listen, Moana. First off, if you think I'm gonna let your giant Samoan ass get on this stage without kicking you in your motherfucking giant grill, you got another thing coming." And the people were laughing, not realizing it's not a skit.
No.
It's just real shit. Because I don't know, I was on one that day, and I did about 6 back to back. Just fuck Trump and anybody that followed Trump. And if you're a Trump supporter, your family probably touched you every morning, and you liked it.
That's what it was.
Bitch.
He got molested, and then
Oh yeah,
and then you.
I didn't think about that aspect of it.
He supported Trump too.
Yeah, I just
So he did now.
Wow.
Now it's like he brought it on himself.
See, look at this. Bigger than you? Yeah, way bigger. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about that. You know how much
I'm gonna
crazy.
give you agility and speed.
Yeah, like but the point is, this is wild shit. Is okay. No, I used to walk around with puka shell calling people white devils. You think I give a fuck to this point? Yeah, I mean, the people that don't know me as a comic back in the day, all I did was say that type of shit. Every interview they asked me, well, it would be better if the white devils wasn't trying to run our black people out into the ground. Excuse me, sir, who you speak of? The white devils, like you, miss, the person that's interviewing me. You're a white devil-ish. You know it is. And yeah. Oh, you were Shangri. No, I was before Shangri. I was really like, I'm better now. I'm better now. But I was.
Everything's fine. Everything's fine.
Everything's okay. I'm good.
Fine.
What is it? We gotta. Okay, why you writing?
You freak out.
Oh, y'all writing at each other. I don't know what the fuck that is.
Yeah, no, especially the ladies on the show, they like to have their own little side thing. Like, girl, did you see that episode last week? And they're not even talking about us.
Yeah, they're talking about something else.
I guess that's the times when we're just too much truth gets boring.
Hey, but listen, if you could take a break from drinking some booty sweat to wow.
Okay.
I'm just throwing it up there. Black Pedro is engaged. His special will be coming out soon. When it comes out, we're gonna let you know, and then you'll know, and you'll tell a friend, then you'll tell another friend, and you'll stop drinking booty sweat and watch that booty sweat.
By the way, as we move on, just know that Marilyn Mosby, there is a petition going around to, and they're petitioning the White House for a pardon from Joe Biden. And in an era where if Trumpty Dumpty gets in, he's gonna pardon every January 6th albino monkey milk.
Oh, and yeah, and anybody that supported him, he said that he will. That's in prison. He's going to pardon him.
I'm pretty sure this lady Marilyn Mosby, seemed like a righteous prosecutor, deserves a pardon in this, and shouldn't have been convicted in the first place. But let's keep that in our minds. Next Thursday, I believe, is her sentence.
Yeah, it's next Thursday.
That being said, we're gonna keep it pushing, man.
Keep on pushing,
and that's all I've been doing.
I wanted to do that just
for 25 years.
Yeah, this is.
Hey, it's your boy Black Pedro popping in, hey, with another popping to let you know what's popping.
Hey, it's your boy Black Pedro with another popping to let you know what's popping. Oh man, we are at T-7.
Boop, boop,
yeah, man.
Boop,
it's like the 24 over here. 7 days from now, I will be traveling back to the newest Jersey, not the old one, but the new Jersey, to go to the alma mater for my 25th college reunion. I graduated from college 25 years ago.
That's a quarter of a decade. I mean, of a century.
Man, you know when you were a kid and a week felt like 10 years? You're like, when the fuck am I going to get out of 5th grade? Nigga, I have now been out of college for 25 years. You know, where I'm from, you know, probably living past 15, 16 was quite an accomplishment. You know, going to college is always an accomplishment for anybody. But, you know, to still be alive, you know, I was going, you know, looking through the tree head, mind your business. She said, old, okay. It's, you know, I don't know who raised you, but that's not how you talk to your elders. Okay.
I know. I don't know. You know what? You know what? Shut up, Miss.
Yeah, she doing, hey, old lady, hand me a napkin before I fucking.
Everybody's going in immediately. You knew that. Shut up, Missy.
All right, you know, all y'all, I hope arthritis sets in early for all y'all niggas. Okay,
I got arthritis.
Many knee clickings and knuckle wrenchings for you all. I hope that everything you scoop up from now on, you can only grab like if it ain't shaped somewhere like this, you can't hook it. Then you ain't.
Hey, you want to scoop? You want to scoop ice cream?
Yeah, you ain't grabbing paper no more. See, me, you got the spirit. Congratulations, this is an accomplishment.
Yeah, that's not a.
This is a man doing things.
Wow.
Too late, Pedro. What that mean?
I don't know, man.
Tell me,
this is about the people that watch this show.
Real quick, I was about to talk about good times. I was gonna reminisce on friends I'm gonna catch up with. You know what I'm saying? Like the connections I'm gonna make and things we're gonna do.
Look, see, way to go,
like,
Pedro.
well, sounds like life's over. The upper room.
Yeah.
Like, y'all went there. Okay. I see Savage AF is the name of the show, huh?
No, you're getting good
No
shit.
feelings.
Correct.
Facts matter. Fact is, I was reminiscing, looking back. They got a whole.
Lady Hazel May had a nice thing for you.
Congratulations, 25 years. You're a black man and never got shot. This is what I'm talking about. Okay, these are the things I'm saying. A lot of things could have gone a different way. That's a different outright. Whatever type befalls you, I hope it comes. For anybody who said I'm so old.
But you got good shit.
I appreciate you. But listen, man, there's a little like website set up and people are building their little pages and telling what they've been up to and blah, blah, blah. And you look through and there's a whole section of just like in memoriam. And it's like, some people I knew, some people I didn't know, but you realize like, man, there are people my age that are not my age anymore. That were my age and we went to school together.
That's how
age there.
By the way, Pedro, that's how time works.
That's how death works. That's how I guess at this moment I want to also celebrate life because during this, and this will also be the first time I'll ever be able to actually celebrate my birthday on that campus because my birthday was always like the day everybody was moving out or
right. You missed out on it.
Yeah, and nobody was ever around. And my birthday is next Sunday, the 26th. And
are you going to be there then?
As the clock strikes midnight, yeah, that'll be the like ending of the whole reunion party situation. But it will occur on my birthday, so that'll be.
You know what? I'm gonna say to you, 25 years. Congratulations, you old motherfucker.
And let's just hope I make it through today, knock on wood, but I hope to get there. And when I do, I'm going to nut the fuck up. Like, it's going to be a great old time. But yeah, time does fly. Take advantage of it. Live your life.
Yeah.
Don't get caught up on the hamster wheel, y'all. Like, you only get one of these. So.
Okay. So, yeah. Hey, hold on for a second, Pedro. Who the fuck are you talking to?
And you know what? I'm going to definitely go live from there. I'm going to try and do a show from Princeton's reunion next week.
You should do that
either Thursday or Friday.
And save some of the clips. No, save some of the clips and then we put them on the show when you come back.
Yeah,
when do you come back though?
I'm going to give you guys a live show. We're going to do an episode next week from Princeton's campus.
So you leaving next weekend?
I'm leaving next Thursday, a week from today. That's why I said T-7.
Oh, okay.
7 days from now, I will be at Princeton drunk as fuck. So maybe next Friday.
On the 23rd.
Yeah, next Friday, the 24th, I'm coming to you live on location, New Jersey, United States, Princeton. Let's go.
The Rucker. Yeah, I'm back on the Tuesday.
Lady Hazel May said, Black Pedro, you have a +1 yet? I love you, girl, but I never bring sand to the beach. Okay.
See,
I'm gonna find me a young one, little young and
come on, hey.
Some young,
hey, young man.
It's a party.
Hey, listen,
I'm going
coming back in. Hey, man, stop talking about your whole activities. That's your thing. Come on, man. It's a thing to connect with people and get back in touch with religion and life. And
leave my business card. Carolina Boss said, I went to Princeton, picked up a couple of girls from there. Absolutely, bro. That's all I did while I was there too.
You know what? I can say something. I performed at Princeton.
So did I. That's where I said, let's go.
I did jokes there.
That's it. That's it. Hey, life's a joke, and then you die.
Oh damn, we're way over. Yeah, you know what?
You know what I'm saying, man? Get us out of there.
Yeah. Well, I know. I'm just gonna close with this. Fuck it. I don't want to. Look, we're gonna talk about some shit tomorrow, because and I just no Shangri today. I'll be Shangri tomorrow. I'm in a Shangri-licious mood, and
he's actually feeling shappy.
That's all, and it's hard to feel shappy for me.
You go shappy dappy nigga.
Hey man, I don't know if I like the word shappy.
Hey
man, I understand what the fuck you know what the person goes. Yeah, I understand what the fuck you was doing. Wait a minute. That's what I'm told you. That's where I feel like the old man in me. Hold up, nigga. What was that supposed to mean? Like, hey man, I just was saying. I'm hoping
you were Shang happy.
Happy, right?
Shang angry.
Come on, man. I didn't mean anything like that. Yeah, that's what you say. But old people just, I'm not old. I'm in my 90s.
And I'm satisfied. You sound satisfied.
I'm satisfied. Today I'm rejoicing.
Yeah.
But listen, I'll go over the thing tomorrow. I'm gonna leave it in there. And I'm just saying, tonight I gotta do a show. That's me.
What the fuck is that, man?
That's Godzilla.
What I'm saying, like, I don't remember that scene. Why is he riding?
That's him jumping.
I know, but I've never seen his tail drag like that. I don't remember that.
It's really bad. That was the old bad, but
there's so many Godzillas that were made.
They're so bad. The new ones are good though. The new ones are good. And I watched American Fiction again, and I thought, this is our lives. Oh man.
Let's take that shit, nigga, and make it good.
Yeah, make it about the hood.
Story about two niggas who only had living rooms, and from there they had to build up their own lives. And
so you don't want me to? What about the story I wrote about, the sun and the?
No, man, guns, man.
Black people shooting each other.
How else we gonna get out of the hood?
I was debating with somebody about the Kendrick Drake battle, and people try to put Kendrick on a pedestal. I'm like, first off, that nigga started it. Secondly, let's be honest. There can't be three. It got to just be me. What kind of petulant child kind of nigga shit is this? And all y'all people that want to talk shit to me about Kendrick's always saying that West Coast gang shit. That ain't no conscious black shit there. You're not conscious back if you say in a song, I'm gonna peel your cap back. He's not talking about his actual hat. He's talking about his fucking head and the brain. So if you talk like that, you're not some ethereal, like incense wearing guy. You like that West Coast. And by the way, all you people that
environment, good kid, bad city.
I get it. Yeah, good kid, bad city, blah, blah, blah. The bottom line is Kendrick. All you people that's on that West Coast gang mentality, fighting over fucking blocks that were never yours, and mad at people because they wearing a certain color, use a cornball. And if you do it, and the people in the battle, Drake, you a cornball. and Kendrick, you a cornball. Y'all both cornballs. You multi-millionaire ass motherfuckers. Build together and stop building against each other, you cornball bitches. So that'll be my Shangri.
Well, I'm not gonna let you get me shot, Shank. Okay.
See, why do I gotta get shot? Because I'm saying some shit. They ain't corny. You cornballs.
I don't.
And anybody in the feed that want to say something, that's corny. Build on the shit. All y'all get your money together, buy a fucking label and put out other artists and get it popping like that. Not spending time talking about each other's families and all that other shit, their wives and your kids. You're corny, cornballs. White people don't do that. It's an old joke. You don't see Kenny G rolling up on any other sax players. Hey, motherfucker, it can only be me playing the sax. Shut up, stupid
Now,
bitches.
I will say this. Treehead says Kendrick was never conscious music in that way. He's still a gangbanger. I would disagree with that. I don't. I never got the sense that through his music and even his demeanor and the stories he tells that he is the gangbanger. Again, you know, one of his earlier albums is Good Kid, Mad City, right? Like, so it's more like he just lives in this environment, you know. That album, he's just trying to go get, essentially, he's just trying to go get some pussy one night and ends up getting jumped and shit, right? Like, it's like, I don't think he was a gang banger, but even more like Ice Cube, right? Like, especially early Ice Cube it's just more like, you know, a voice, a writer who is telling the stories of what they see around them.
Okay, Tree.
Not that he's an actual gangbanger.
Tree, yeah, listen. First off, you apologist. Stop it. And balance part of hip hop. Yeah, you apologize. You see, he came from a broken home, and that's why. That's like saying somebody. Okay, yes, this dude cut off a bunch of bitches' heads, but you know what? He came from a broken home, and he was trying to get ahead, and that's the only thing he was trying to do was get ahead. No,
So,
I don't give a fuck.
no,
And
Tree
balance
is
part of
part
hip-hop.
of hip hop, but she also says he's a crypto. But like, and I you know, I can't speak to the absolute specifics of his situation, but I do know in LA, like if you live in certain areas, I mean, it's hard. It's really difficult to have a choice.
I don't know about that.
I mean, that's what gangs are, dog. They're like literally niggas who live in a certain neighborhood, and then whoever lives in that neighborhood either joins the gang or gets fucked up.
Well,
unless you like a hooper or a football player and you get some kind of pass.
Whatever the case
They
may
can play
be.
the saxophone magically, so they're like, nah, let that nigga go to
Yeah, man. Let him go, man. Let him go.
That nigga got, see, this nigga play, you know, like, so.
Okay. What? Look, Kendrick.
Yeah, I don't really like, you know, some of these guys don't. So,
Kendrick
and
and
then when they
Drake.
say you're a Crip, it's like, that doesn't mean Kendrick was like, you know, his block's assassin. And this
Yeah, but he's no longer not. Look, you're a multi-millionaire with a Pulitzer. Stop, bitch. Dummies. Fucking dummies. Dumb dummies.
I mean, I think I saw a clip from Big Daddy Kane recently where he was giving his take on this Kendrick Drake beef, and he had a point that I could connect with, where it was just like, you know, back in the day they would go at each other, but this shit is like has become about the way Big Daddy Kane said it is like the fans right now have him disinterested from it, because this beef has become about like, you know, fact checking and snitching and like, oh, was that really his girl? Does he really have a daughter? And he was like, back in the day, we could just like talk shit about each other, say some shit. You know what I mean? If it was funny, if it was hard or whatever, then yeah, you know what I mean? Like it pops up. Nobody was like, oh, did he really, you know, suck a dick in the fucking thing? Like, it's like, that's not really what it was just about being disrespectful. And we're in this age now where it's just like people are Googling Drake daughter, you know, and it's like,
yeah, I mean, it's corny.
Really?
But I'm gonna do another thing tomorrow about the inherent racism in America. But right now, I just got on this Drake shit and the Drake and Kendrick shit. I still think they're cornballs. I think out of the two of them, Drake, stop it. Stop it. You know you're a sing-songy pop star. Stop it. Kendrick, you try to act like you're you try to act like you're some next level rapper, and in actuality, when you act like you have substance, you still talk that West Coast, West Side bullshit. And Rakim said it best. It ain't where you from, it's where you at. It's not about that. And that cornball shit is passe and bullshit. I'm from the West Coast. I cuz all that stuff. All that stuff. And if any gangbangers is watching this, you want to beat up an old chubby black man, then do your thing.
Treehead, speaking of gang banging and shots fired, she says back in the day, they weren't running underground sex trafficking and other crazy shit to be exposed for. All right, you got me there.
Yeah, but no, it was about
and I'm sure there was
LL and Kumo D. It was more lyrics. Who can say the most? Lack, luster, long, lascivious. LL Cool J, lacking luster.
Alliteration was popular back.
It was, but I'm saying now it's just like, your mama used to be a hoe. Like, that ain't really. You got me. Like, come on. So what?
Yeah, and it is also like A minor, these accusations are like,
and you're not like us.
Wait, is he fucking kids?
Yeah, like the bullshit.
Like, shouldn't you just call some kind of kid
child protective services?
Yeah, instead of like,
hey, I'm gonna put out a song
about it being like he raped.
I know you fucking kids. Yeah.
Stop.
I know you know what? I heard you've been touching kids, man. So I'm gonna drop this song. So you ain't gonna call nobody. Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here, man.
Song about the crime.
And all the people that are black people, gangbangers and stuff that were killing other black people for no reason other than they were walking on your block and all that other stuff. You just as bad as the KKK to me. So fuck you. You saving them bullets when the Civil War comes because you think they're not gonna aim at us. In fact, there's a clip of Snoop talk about his father was more worried about the people that were behind him when they would go, because they would always put the Vietnam vets up front to just get absolutely murked. But and they would also be getting shot from the back behind them because it was racist white boys that was shooting at the black soldiers too. That's why I live in this country, but I don't respect this country. This country is full of shit and freedom and justice for all. Yeah. Whatever. So black people don't have enough we don't have enough space to be using it to constantly put out songs that will reach millions of people to diss each other instead of using that fucking gift that you got to build bigger and better shit for us. So until then, Kendrick, Drake, I think that y'all both suckers. And the person that actually I felt that was on some grown man shit was actually J. Cole said, I'm on some grown man shit. What the fuck am I doing? I'm out of here.
You said
suckers.
You're both suckers.
Jive turkeys. Sucker mofos. Let me tell y'all something, man. When I see y'all in these streets, I'm gonna see you, and then I'm gonna keep walking. Cause I ain't got no time for the bullshit. I got shit to do, places to go, people to see. Right. You understand?
The only thing with J. Cole is I think he could have just walked away without apologizing.
Oh, here you go with this shit.
That's all I'm saying. Like,
no, he should have.
I appreciate, like, if he had just said
that's some grown man shit.
You know what? But if he had just said, like, because I think he said he was sorry he did it or said it. And it's just more like, you know what? After further review, I won't be participating in this anymore because it's beneath me. And I'm out. We good. Without being like, I'm sorry, like there was no need to apologize. It's like,
you know what?
Battling is a part of it. Nigga put your name in the song. He shot at you, whatever. You licked back pretty hard lyrically, I thought.
And then he said, this is stupid. I don't really feel this way. You're a good lyricist. Bye. and you should have apologized.
No, that's beautiful, but I didn't think
what's wrong with apologizing. You know what?
Because it wasn't offensive in that sense. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like it wasn't he didn't start it, like you say, right?
He didn't start it. It was Kendrick.
No, that's what I'm saying. Kendrick started it, so it wasn't him who started it, right? But so he came back soundly, which is like part of the construct of hip hop. Okay, MC calls you out, you went back at him, and then afterwards you're like, okay, you know what? This is dumb or whatever, or beneath me, or spiritually not where I'm at. I don't want to participate. You can do that. But to then apologize, I just thought was like a step further than he needed to take, even if it was how he felt. It's just like, but you didn't do anything wrong. You might have maybe, I guess the wrong part would be like you went against your spirit. You know what I'm saying? But like,
then
that's not something you apologize to Kendrick about.
No, you apologize to Kendrick.
Or even your fans.
To the fans, because the fans expect you to be at a little bit above the fray.
But I don't think there were any fans that was holding him below.
But there was people that went in on him and said, for him apologizing. I agree. I think that he.
Well, no, but I mean, I don't think there was anybody who was criticizing him for coming back at Kendrick in the song that he did, right? Like there was nobody who was like, oh, why is J. Cole participating in negative hip hop toxicity? Right? That wasn't going on. It was just like he felt he didn't want he didn't want
feelings.
Yeah, and that's fine. But I'm saying like
Pedro,
he didn't owe anybody an apology.
I'm gonna apologize to you, but at one time you got pulled over. I'm the one that told the cops you were driving down the street.
Good thing they didn't open the trunk, eh?
I'm just saying, and they didn't want to see all the weaponry that you had in the trunk. But like, oh, pull him over. He got a bunch of guns in the back. Get that nigger. But I'm saying,
you see an Audi chase.
I'm saying, end of the day, I think that Kendrick and Drake, as we close the show out with this, because I'm gonna close the show out with this, Kendrick and Drake both need to just be like, okay, I got you, you got me. It was good for hip hop or whatever the fuck people believe in that, which I don't believe that bullshit. Wasn't good for hip. You know what's good for hip hop? Owning all your shit. That's what's good for hip hop. Black people owning their shit, owning it. 2 titans or 3 titans coming together and owning the fucking label. Owning your masters, even though Prince was a weirdo. If people want to call him whatever.
Eccentric.
He was like, I'm gonna own my shit.
Yeah.
And my kids or whoever relatives is gonna benefit from it. Or you could thug it out with some other dude, one of his fans who's unstable decides, yeah, I'm gonna pop a cap in Kendrick's ass. Even though Drake didn't ask for that. And do the shit, and then we lose a fucking great artist. Dummies. And I don't see white performers doing it. I have not seen Macklemore and Eminem go at it yet.
Now, Eminem and Machine Gun Kelly did have.
But that was personal shit. And even that, one song, 2 songs out. Okay, that's your lyrics. That's my lyrics. Get it. That's it.
Nigga, in like 5 days, they dropped like 62 tracks on each other. I was like,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's excessive. It's stupid. And that's it. I think, okay, wow. I think that we should build, not destroy. I think that Black people, the reason that I feel the way I feel, I felt this way for a long, long time because I am not going to my 25th anniversary of graduating. If it was me, it'd have been 98 years of graduation.
Go on.
Yeah,
go on.
So I just want, and I'm looking forward to that footage from next week. But I'm just telling you, we need to stop doing that cornball shit. We need to gang bangers and gang it. Really? I saw this video of dude, nigga, you are 48 years old. Why are you throwing up a set? You know what you need to do? Set the table for your fucking family.
I said that at the club the other night. I was like, this beef has niggas my age crip walking again, and I'm like,
yeah, it's just dumb. And this last one where it's all West Coast out and it's mustard on the beach. Shut up.
Not like us.
Yeah, that's fucking shut up, you fucking dummies.
I mean, listen, the song is hot, but like this thing is like, I think it's overblown.
It's overblown. Somebody say
it. But I mean, you know,
put it this way: me and Pedro are gonna have a comedy beef, and we're gonna just say weird shit. Yeah, Pedro, well, your little toe's weird. Your turn.
I'd be like, man, Shang, we are funny, and you'd be like, no, nigga, I'm funny.
Yeah. They ain't gonna be 3. It gotta be just me. Oh my God, you cornball.
Well, fuck it then, nigga. You ain't funny. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And how about fuck you, Kendrick? It's like, no, but the bottom line is, what if he said something that rhymed that all 3 of us can come up and 3 of us can do something forward and move forward?
That's the part he shat on. They were like, hey, we the big 3. He was like, no, it's big me, nigga.
Yeah. I don't know.
That's why I think he may have been bullied in the hood.
All I know is I was a
big
Kendrick fan, and now I'm not as much of a fan of him because of this dropping all these different goofy songs. Some of them are fucking garbage. Euphoria is garbage. The other one after that was garbage. And because you're not thinking it through, you're just saying shit. You're taking the bait from fucking Drake, where he says, I did this and did that. You put it in the song, you don't even fact check it. You're just being a bunch of petty little millionaires. Find something else to do. Invest in a fucking something in the neighborhood and do that more. Use your energy.
Savage AF, goddammit.
Yeah, invest in Savage AF and get us out of our living rooms and into a studio. Stuff like that. Do stuff like that to support things that we can come up with and we can own. That is the number one thing that I give props to some of the fucking singers that fought for that. Come up, own your shit, so you can pass it down to the next generation. And that's what we're supposed to do.
Treehead loved every minute of it. I think ultimately we need to understand, and that's fine.
Yeah,
but it is just entertainment. Treehead, put your gat away, because I know you're over there.
Yeah.
Team
and Treehead, I get it. You like it, but it's divisive. And it's divisive for us, and we don't need no more divisiveness. We got enough with the fucking stripper twerk valley or whatever the fuck it's called, P Valley, and all that other stuff that is nothing but degrading us as animals and sexual objects. Yeah, it's just sexual objects. It's about gay dudes and strippers going through, but nothing. There's nothing wrong with that. But I want to see more Black family shows of us just struggling to get through life. And I don't mean struggling like Good Times. Look at the shit that Netflix put on. Good Times? That shit is the most embarrassing, insulting shit in the world.
You mean the original Good Times?
They made an animated Good Times.
Oh, I think I think we talked about.
We talked about that.
We brought it
up.
So
we're drug dealers. We're drug dealers. We're strippers. We're there's nothing wrong with being gay, but we're flamboyantly gay and not gay. I'm living my life. I love this man as a man and whatever. Not that. It's always divisive, petty, snippy little fucking gay men that are horrible human beings.
Okay, so full disclosure, and I think I've said this before. Like P Valley, one of the lead dudes. I've never watched it, but Nico Anand was a year ahead of me in high school. I went to the same high school as him from Detroit. So you're like, somebody like me, I'm just proud to see a dude.
I get it.
And he was always kind of, like not dressed up feminine like that, but flamboyant as a
I
person.
get it. Okay, but have that show on and have something to offset it. Because
there's plenty of
No, there's not. No, there's not. There's not a lot of
maybe
name some Black there's all kind of white dramas. There's all kind of white dramas with Kevin Costner, which was one of I forget it's called Longhorn or Oklahoma or some other white fucking place that they
just Tulsa where niggas ain't allowed no.
Yeah. So yeah, I remember y'all built your own shit and we destroyed it.
Harlem, making good, upwardly mobile.
I can name 10 negative portrayals of us and stuff.
Doctor Who is back now,
and flamboyantly gay.
But that's okay. But no.
But the problem with it is they focus. No, it's not a twofer. You know why it's bad? You know why it's horrible? It's because it's not bad. It's horrible.
What's horrible?
Okay,
She has got all her girlfriends in Belize.
Doctor Who is why it's horrible. Is
I never watched Doctor Who, but
I watched the other Doctor Who's.
really
That the focus on his sexuality is overtaking the focus on the sci-fi and the fucking story. And the problem with the gay community.
Have you seen an episode with this kid?
I have, absolutely, positively.
Okay.
And I'm saying that the problem with the gay community in television, and I understand that because they've been beat down with their sexuality so long.
Guys, this will be our last show, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, whatever. If the story and the characters have no redeeming quality other than their sexuality, then you suck. And they suck.
That's called.
I didn't mean to say suck. I mean you're not good. Where comics, I said that to a gay comic. He got mad at me. I said, if the only thing that matters with you is that you're gay, and there's nothing else you can talk about. Do you like apples? Have you ever been to a movie? Do you like grass? You know, like, is there anything else about you could talk about other than that? And if you watch P-Valley, there's no other, give me some, the substances. Yeah, this bitch is over here talking shit about me, and I'm the best stripper in here, and you can't be better than me. I can pop my pussy better than you.
But if that's the show, then that's the show.
I get it, but then show something else with black women, like Harlem.
Yeah.
Have more of that. Imagery matters.
A black lady sketch show,
which is canceled,
but was amazing. They ran like
they were canceled.
I mean,
okay, now they coming at me. All right.
Also, sketch is like hard to keep up. I think
it's hard to keep on. Years. But Living Color ran for a long time.
Yeah,
not at all. The agenda creeps into all of it subliminally and overtly.
See, this is what worries me about this talk. That she's like, the agenda wants everybody altered, either via their mind or other stuff. Listen, I am not of the.
No, that's not true. If he says it, I'm about to. No, don't.
I am not of.
Pedro, you hit me 3 in the fucking morning and said, I think the agenda's real.
No. I said this shit looks like the agenda, right? Which is to say, I don't believe that there's an agenda. But if you watch, like, when I watched the premiere of the Gerard Carmichael reality show, I was like, oh, but if there was an agenda, it would look like this. Like, I could see how somebody who believes there's an agenda could look at this and be like, see, it's the agenda, right? Like, I see how that could be interpreted. I don't believe it, but yeah, some of this stuff is overt, but right, like, heterosexuality has always been overt on
absolutely
television. So overt sexuality, it can't be the problem then, you know what I mean?
Okay, overt sexuality, I'm saying
it's like, it's not about to change me into anything. It's like that's just not a real thing. Like,
okay, Treehead, go ahead. Okay, you stop it.
You don't believe it. I don't believe at all that you're worried about.
Then you don't know me. Okay, Treehead. First off, let me check your ass.
Damn.
First off, you don't know me. You don't know me like that. Okay, and I'm about to check your ass, Treehead. And I'm gonna tell you something.
Turn into a black woman. First off,
I don't know who you fuck you think you're talking to. And let me tell you something. Okay, and when I put this out there in the atmosphere, you're gonna have to breathe it in, Miss Treehead. Now you're gonna need to understand where I'm coming from. No, listen.
See how the agenda works?
See what happened? Now I'm dating. All of a sudden, I'm dating Gerard Carmichael. Where'd that come from?
Come on.
No, Treehead. I absolutely worry about that. I don't like, believe it or not, don't like strip clubs because I think you're not. I mean,
the prices are out of this.
They're just too expensive. Look. I want a booty pop, and I don't want to have to pay my car payment for it. That's all.
I only want inflation in my breasts.
That's it.
Not in my price.
No, I do actually care about that. I don't like seeing women twerking on big stages. I want to see what else you got. Okay, you got a big ass. You can shake it.
Private room.
What else? Yeah, do it in the private room. Come on.
Not the big stage.
Not the big stage. I mean, No, I'm not against overt sexuality and swinging your thing and doing whatever. I'm saying if that's all they show of us, then that we're so much more than that. You think it's a man thing?
Not just you though. She's saying so.
I think that no, I don't like. Even men that rock with that. I don't. Now a woman twerking her ass. Of course, I'm a heterosexual man. I like that. But I just think that the agenda of showing women as over sexualized, our women, black women as, and I'm not our women, black women as sexualized, and that's it. And I want to see more portrayals of the strength, the character, the ingenuity. I like that more, and that's what moves me more. I don't know about other people. That's what moves me more. When I see black people as just gangbangers, drug dealers, and whatever else, I feel like there's so much more to black life that has not been shown through the lens of fucking Hollywood. That's all. And it is not. There was literally 5 drug dealer shows on at the same time, and there was not even one black drama or series with just black people being people.
No, did you watch I think it's
Blackish. Blackish was one of them. To 5. It was Snowfall, Power, the offshoot of Power, which was another drug dealer show. It was just drug dealer show after show after show. Now they're smart drug dealers, but they're still selling shit to our people to watch us die.
Did
Fuck
y'all
that.
what was his name? I think it was Lance Reeves, Lawman or something like that, or Bass.
Yeah. No, yeah.
And that, that was like a Western piece with a black protagonist.
No push. They pretty much buried it.
It was fun though.
No, what I'm saying is they buried it. And you know what I'm saying? I'll give you an example. There was a Magnificent Seven where Denzel Washington ended up being the lead, which by the way is a really good movie. If you get a chance, it's called The Magnificent Seven with Denzel Washington. And
that's a reboot or remake.
It's a reboot. It's a remake, but they got Denzel Washington as the lead, and he's gangster and it's great. But what I'm saying is the fact that there were people fighting against him being the lead because he's like, yeah, he can't be the one that protects the whole town. Why not? Why not? So it's been white dudes forever that have protected the whole town. And I like the fact that his character, even though he had a backstory about, the reason that he was so hardcore, there was a reason to it. It was a really good. You haven't seen it, Pedro?
What?
The Magnificent Seven with Denzel Washington?
I only saw it once, so it's like
it's a good movie. What I'm saying is show us.
My general impression was like, oh, this is.
There were some black cowboys. There were so many black cowboys.
That's why a movie like Posse was like important back in the day, right?
Like back in the day, but I'm saying you don't see a lot of that now, do you?
No. There was another one though that was a black Western. I think it was on Netflix.
The Harder They Fall.
The Harder They Fall. That was fun too. You know what I mean?
Right. But I'm saying is stuff like that.
We're not even asking for groundbreaking Oscar shit.
Exactly.
Fun,
well-made movie. Red Tails, which was an excellent movie about the black fighter pilots that actually are the ones that the white fighter pilots patterned their way of fighting in airplanes. It was the black pilots, and they admit that. There was black pilots that at the end they showed the real motherfuckers that were old as shit, and they were really about America, but these motherfuckers would shoot at us. We trying to help you, and you shooting at us. The Vietnam vet shit, I might post the shit to Snoop. I might do that. Snoop was on there talking about how his pops used to tell him they should shoot at us. I want a Purple Heart, but he was more afraid of the fucking white dudes that were shooting at him than the Viet Cong.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's what I'm saying.
Like
Show stuff with us as heroes that we were, and that we could be, and that we are. Something inspirational. I'm saying if anybody wants to say I'm full of shit or whatever, I'd like to see more of that. Now you can still have Pop Your Pussy Central. You can have that too.
Give me the link if that's what you want to do.
But at the same time, like I'm writing a script now pertaining to just family, living, being a family. And then I have another one I'm writing.
You mean a black family?
Black family. Being a family.
But being black while
Yeah.
being a family.
Why being a family?
It's a musical, right?
No, we're not going to be singing or dancing.
Then how's it black?
Okay, we're all vampires. The point is, we had to something to sell it. Got to sell it. No, I just think that I've seen some really good movies. There's another one called The End of Us, where it was about a divorce and how painful it is when you're with somebody for so long time. And it was brilliant. I think it's not End of Us. Adam Driver's in it, and it just the emotion in it shows stuff like that where people go through shit, but it's not the just and I sell drugs. Love Jones. Hey, I think this girl is beautiful and we love each other and it's sexy and it's hot. And I sell yeah, pimp her out. And I sell drugs. It's always at the end. Okay, Pedro, what's your story? Well, I graduated from Princeton. I'm a comedian. I'm trying to do my thing and blah, blah, blah. So when do you start selling drugs, Pedro? That's not actually part of it. But I mean, there's no, never, you don't. So how'd you pay for Princeton? I'm sure you probably sold drugs. Come on. Seriously, tell us. You didn't?
No, I was actually mostly the buyer. Unfortunately, guys, we have money now.
Nothing wrong with that.
Oh, so you were a junkie? Well, that's even better.
That's even better.
They love that.
We'll start off with the first scene. He's behind a dumpster giving a hand job so he can get a bump. Come on.
You're sucking dick for your next meal.
And roll them. I'm tired of it. Sorry I got on this stuff, man. I apologize to y'all. If y'all think it's like, she ain't gonna kill somebody white. I can tell. He can kill somebody.
He'll kill who's ever next.
No, yeah. I just
see you in the elevator.
Yeah, I mean, no, there's a couple things that triggered me. I apologize. Anybody that's still watching the show, we think you're the best. We're gonna get out of here. I'll talk about that tomorrow. Were you down for tomorrow?
Yeah, I'm in it.
Flippity dippity, slappity dabbity.
We're gonna be shappy tomorrow.
Yeah, we're gonna be shappy. But tonight, what I'm gonna be in Santa Monica at the comedy club called The Crow. I would have to be doing a club called The Crow.
Yeah,
the irony. I'll be there tonight, and then I will be in San Antonio, Texas next Saturday. I'll be in Austin, Texas.
I'm so happy.
Next Friday, I'll be there, and then I'll be in San Antonio next Saturday, and then I'll be in actually at the Comedy Chateau.
Yeah, kill them on
Saturday. This Saturday, May 18th, and I'll be in 2 different shows and at the Roosevelt. But I will be going so far if everything works out because they still going back and forth with my money. You Detroit motherfuckers. I'll be in Detroit at Mike Epps' new comedy club called One Mic. And I'm gonna be on there with some dude that apparently got more numbers than I got, and that's all that fucking matters in the world.
That'll be fun.
I'll be in Detroit at One Mic comedy club May 31st and then June 1st. And then I'll be in Cancun, New Mexico. If you guys, I'm going to show you this, only 30 seconds. It's a comedy festival. So, I don't know if that music will be playing, but
kill the bloody DJ.
I mean, what is he doing? But I'll be in Cancun, so
that's awesome, bro.
Yeah, so yeah, I'm gonna be at the Down Comedy Festival. So, check this out. Make sure you support us. Make sure you follow us on all the social media platforms. Make sure you follow at Black Pedro on IG. Follow me at Comedian Shang, and then actually on Threads, it's the same shit. Same shit. We'll see you tomorrow, 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
That's what it is, y'all. Slava JF, man. We'll see you tomorrow. Stay black if you are black. Do
Black.
not- If you are not black, keep your finger out of your nose.
You know what it is.